we somehow managed to regain the base.
Gee,
Base, huh?
sure is boring
That's great.
around here.
But what good does a base do us when there's just 3 of us?
I just wonder what
Quite right,
Epsilon's up
but I have
to.
an idea. 30 miles northwest, there's an old force metal mine on Tiana Island. Reploids at the mine who resisted the rebellion army are still trapped
Oh
inside.
no,
It's
they took
essentially
a dive
POW
in the
camp.
force metal mine.
So if we bust the Reploids out, they might join us?
Maybe,
Yes, and there's one girl we really need. The system operator, Nana.
I do not
If we
know
could
how to
rescue
use
her,
computers.
she could
If we
restore
can't get her
functionality
back,
at
we're
our base.
kinda screwed. Alright, so, welcome back to Mega Man X Command Mission. So, we've got our first intermission, though this one's actually not gonna last too long, so we'll actually start the next chapter while we're at it. I'm in the middle of checking a large disc. It's this one right here. See? Yeah, real big disc, huh? Impressive. What am I doing with it? I'm checking it. Alright, so we're going to explore the base, which, will look largely familiar because we explored most of this, throughout Chapter 2. Though we don't need to take a pretty good chunk of the path. I'm sure there's a few NPCs in the fight zones we were in, but we actually want to usually take the bus over there. Now that's one spot we weren't able to take before. Though I guess we're going to start with a maintenance bed before we go out. Gotta heal up before we go out. Gotta hide ourselves while we repair ourselves, and now we can go shopping. Hey, you can rest in that bed, but also he's alive. Yeah, no, you can talk to him. That is talking, not checking. Yeah, the bed's a person. You were in his embrace while you were asleep. Don't worry, it's not weird. He's chill with it, it's fine. Right, so, again, we don't need to go through too much of this. I mostly just came over here to be like, yeah, you can come down this way still. That is still a path you can take, but it's not one I'm going to take right now. However, there is something up here I want to check out. Like I said, there are probably some NPCs I could be missing along the path, but I will definitely be checking the ones on the roof out. So this is where we fought our previous boss. However, instead of fighting a bobcat, we've got these guys. Strong like Massimo, but I don't know who Massimo is. Whoever could he be talking about? This guy's totally gonna die. So yeah, we've got those 2 NPCs up here. And with that done, can save if we want to. Can leave our friends behind. Cause our friends don't save, and if they don't save, well, they're all gonna die. I'll save later, of course, because we have done that much. Gotta make sure I have something worth saving first. And that, of course, is actually taking the Skybus this time. So, here we go. This will lead us to the portion of the area that was locked off previously. Also, I said it in either the last episode or the one before, but I really like the Reploid designs in this game. Like, that one's very good. Like her design, we see that one a few times. The white-haired one. Okay, so Air City, South Square, what's your deal? How tiring having a dream.
Ah, there's that name again, it's Massimo. So yes, don't you worry. If you were concerned that there wouldn't be— oh wow, I don't think you see that many of this Reploid around, but that's a very distinct design. Here's the cool mechanic lady. Unlike most characters, there aren't repeats, at least I don't think. I don't recall seeing a lot of her anyway. But yeah, if you were concerned that this wasn't going to be an RPG where when you revisit town everybody's talking about where you need to go next, Don't you worry, it's one of those. What do we got here? We've got figure tokens. Perfect, because we got this capsule machine right here. So, we need 2 figure tokens in order to use it. And we've got 2 sets to choose from. Guess we'll go with Shadow's Betrayal and get Hippo Presser. I mean, what else would I want from this set other than Hippo Presser? Well, not like I can choose anything else, so we'll have to leave that alone for now. But yes, we can find figures. We will figure out where those go later. But yeah, no. My immediate thought is like Paper Mario, right? Like, you get back to Toad Town, and everybody's talking about things that have to do with your next area. So, anyway, now that we have freed the city, we've freed New Hope, we have access to the shops. We got a whole lot of things for Spider. And then, if for some reason you lost the Thunder Buster, here's another one. But you get one from the boss, I think you should be fine. Oh wait, Scope Buster's X's. It's 2 and 2, it's actually not a abundance of either one of them. It is exactly even. So yeah, considering how stat distribution goes, it can be a little hard to choose things sometimes. Spider's whole deal with his cards is, rather than elemental effects, he actually has, like, special abilities based on weapon energy. So if you don't play cards in a fight, you get, like, special little things that he can do, unique to each card. Some of them are strictly better in stats than others, but for the most part, you're going for effects. Though, considering I do kinda like using the action trigger, I don't know if Spider's card's effects are super useful. Alright, what do you say? Oh god! I don't like your face. Alright, so yeah, we just got the usual things. I don't think anything here is too new. Maybe Mega Thunder, and you might want Mega Thunder, because that's electric attribute, and we did just get the Thunder Buster for X, so I don't know. Maybe you want electricity. It's a mystery. So yes, this is kind of a miscellaneous shop. It might have a few things that other shops don't have, but in terms of its stock, it's a little lackluster and everything. It's very, jack-of-all-trades like that. You might find something unique, but for the most part, if you want X thing, then you go to X store instead of this guy. But there was a Mega Fire there, which would have been useful earlier. Oh, and here's somebody who's not gonna be useful yet. The Teleport Center Staffer. We have only one place we can teleport to. That's Lograno Ruins. Otherwise, we've got this big empty space, and we can kinda see where areas will be, but we can't tell what or when they are, so who knows when we'll get to them. There's not really much of a point to go to Lograno Ruins right now. I can't imagine going there is preferable for grinding. And we can't really unlock anything that we couldn't access before. And it will just serve a reminder to our dead friend Zero. So yeah, no real reason to teleport in this intermission. And then for some reason, Force Metal Shop comes afterwards. I don't know why they don't save teleport for the end, but whatever, it's fine. So yeah, we got a lot of basic stuff. WE plus 5 is actually not too bad, and you might want some protection against water. You know, for reasons. Same reason as the Thunderbuster thing. Anyway, we've finally gotten to the point we were actually able to travel to before. What's your deal? Is Gong the Narc Dog? Better not me.
I'm just a Reploid in love, I'm just hanging out, don't mind me.
Alright, it's Gong the Dog. Who I guess is less of a narc now. I don't know, I still don't trust him. I feel like I also don't see this NPC too often. Alright, well, now we know that Massimo wears green armor. Good for him, I guess. So here is post-setup stuff. I got all my stuff in place.
All of the ducks, they are in a row. Nothing really new here. This just describes the, X-Fire ability that I keep managing to botch somehow. Don't know how, I just do. And Spider... Jack Spade's Twin Missiles item capture. Might as well give him item capture. You should give it to someone just because it's useful to get extra items, but X should be busy with other things. Also, here's all of the fortune card combinations. Described these before, though, like I said, some of them, actually I think only one of them, is a bit misleading. Bit misleading because they programmed incorrectly. Also, I like how they try to play it off as Death House. Is it Full House? No, it's Death House. Alright, all shot attack at 300 power. So, that'll be it for our setup, which means it's time to continue. Alright, R. I told you guys I cannot operate a computer. There's exactly one place you can teleport to. Thank goodness it's the one place you need to go. This operation would have been over already. Or we could have hired a temp. I don't know, maybe the bird could have set it up. Has my bird ever figured out how to operate this? Maybe he's got a chance. Alright, so welcome to Tiana Camp. They just straight up call it a POW camp.
That blasted R. Do this, do that.
He wants us to do one thing. What the hell?
And for no pay, too.
That's because R's a strategy Reploid, and you're just designed for fighting.
Yeah, I know.
I know I can only
I've got
fight.
my own goals. That's why I'm willing to work.
We gotta go rescue the guy who's in charge of payroll. We need to find him.
To blow the rebellion army.
Is that also Nana? Does she do that too?
Jobs. Now let's move.
I just need a paycheck, damn it. Alright, and so begins Chapter 3. The Paper Hero? Oh my god, Paper Mario's gonna join the party. Anyway, you know, I'm already tired of this two-person battle system. I mean, look, I know we've only had Spider for a fight, but I feel like I need 3 characters to really engage with this game.
Spinning things.
Hey.
Moving like an Illbleed character over there. Okay, now you're just doing weird shit.
Wait, you guys aren't Rebellion Army?
I'm X. Our
You're
resistance
X-Rebellion?
opposes the-
No. I'm the guy
Who are you?
X, you've heard of me.
Me?
He's in a lighter mood.
I'm Massimo.
Oh, this is that Massimo guy.
Massimo.
Massimo.
I've heard of you like 5
I remember
times.
hearing of a warrior named Massimo fighting the rebellion army.
Then you're on our side.
High five.
What do you say, Massimo? Join us?
Yeah. So, first things first. Can you help me bust the roids out of this camp?
Oh, gee. I mean, guess I shouldn't judge for what you do in times of war, but roids? Jeez. So, Massimo joined the party, and now that we have 3 characters, we can use Final Strike. 3 characters have to be active, and important thing to add, they can't be under any kind of specific status effect, or that counts as not being active, even if they can sort of fight. So, first off, let's check out Massimo. So, Massimo here. First unfortunate bit about him. You look at his force medal, he only has 2 slots. Now, he does come with Massimo Plus, which is pretty handy. Takes up a lot, but, you know, it's not like he has many slots to work with. If you're wondering if that's just a temporary thing and he gets more later, no. Unfortunately, there's no upgrades to that. He does not gain more as the game goes on. He's stuck with 2 forever. That kinda sucks. But he's our very straightforward character. kind of a powerhouse, though not as defensive as you might assume, considering his, you know, everything. Considering his significant bulk. Also, 150 damage, 150 damage. He's got water guard, so he does take normal damage from water. But yeah, like I said, not as bulky as you might assume given the armor. If there is a mage in the enemy party, he will fucking explode. He'll also explode because he's at a much lower level than we are. Thankfully, this isn't too tough of a fight, and this isn't a situation where somebody who's level 1 is made of glass. Also, I think that's the first time we've done a first strike, isn't it? So yeah, you get that little teleport in animation whenever you get to jump on the enemy, and let me tell you, I think that's adorable. I love that they work that in somehow. Another new mechanic that we have, though, is the fact that now we're seeing enemy health bars. So, being able to see that means we can gauge how close an enemy is to having 75% of their HP drained in a single turn. And hey, here we go, final strike. So this is what that looks like. That wasn't really that great of a combo, but whatever. So yeah, final strike. You just gang up on somebody who doesn't have enough HP anymore, and everybody just kicks their ass. You button mash to ruin somebody's entire day. So, there are a few things about the final strike. Oh no, Einhammer's violently angry. Well, good news is, we can kinda destroy his entire deal, because we're not just a single character anymore. So yeah, even Massimo, strangely low-leveled as he is, which, you know, doesn't last long. That's his first level. He's level 3. So yeah, weird that somebody who's supposedly been fighting the rebellion for so long is so low-leveled, but whatever. He's probably more of a guerrilla fighter, probably than just, you know, hitting them when they least expect it, and not in a random fight, so, you know, he doesn't get EXP for it, but he's very crafty. Anyway, though, I got distracted. So yeah, final strike. At the moment, most of what it's for is regaining weapon energy, so basically you just hit the enemy as much as you can, you refill weapon energy, and you guarantee that you kill the enemy, so it is definitely very useful. It'll be a little more useful later. Anyway, though, yeah, now we have a stealth section? It's not really stealth, it's just avoiding guys so they don't throw you out of the room, but, you know, it's kind of stealth-esque, I guess. Also, I really don't like the sound these guys make. The wee sounds fine. But that one's okay. But for some reason they just make a weird scare chord when they're close by. It's really kind of annoying. Very jarring, and oh, I got caught. So yeah, if you're caught by the system, they just throw you out. It's not a huge deal. It's just, you know, a bit of time taken. So yeah, let's not get caught again. On camera. Sometimes you can get put into weird situations, but thankfully I don't have to throw myself blindly into that corner because I know from the map that there is no item on the other side, just the first, and yeah, I got caught. I got caught again. And now this one's just rude. So yeah, I will say, this game is pretty well balanced because... Oh, don't know how I didn't get caught there. Because we did have a level 1 character right now, and we have a character who is still several levels below our main party, even though he did level up a few times. But it doesn't feel like he's a hindrance in the party. Obviously, he could be doing, like, a little bit more, but stat-wise, it doesn't feel like he's getting absolutely wrecked in a fight. You know, as long as you're careful, he should not be a liability to the party. Now, let's see. Okay, yeah, lock engaged, you can tell because that spot's red. But I wanted to put the lock on the map, or I might forget about it. Alright, boost armor is different, that's a temporary item. I finally remembered, I did get the build items in previous episodes, including build hyper. So yes, the build items are the ones that increase stats, and build hyper is particularly useful because, of course, it gives you an extra turn of hyper mode. Now, you should be careful who you use that on. Personally, I'd wait a little while before actually using it on anyone in your party. You know, just get a feel for what you like out of a hyper mode, and, you know, what characters use what and how useful they are. For example, despite the fact that Spider only uses 2 turns for hyper, he only has 2 turns rather. Oh god, that's 4 enemies. Hey, it's you guys, I remember you. But yeah, despite the fact that Spider only has 2 turns of Trickster, I would actually recommend against... That's what Death House looks like. I would recommend against giving him build hyper, due to the fact that it's okay as a defense. It's good to have just a couple of turns where something's not gonna hit Spider. But his inability to heal in his hyper is actually a pretty big detriment, so... I would probably hold off on using one of those on Spider. It's not the best use of your builds in that regard. X might be okay, but he gets a whopping 6 turns right from the start, which is incredibly solid, and honestly, that'll probably do you for now. We're not gonna see Massimo's hyper mode for a hot minute. It's not bad. It might be one you want to use a build hyper on. But at the same time, we might want to wait a little while before we get our party members to see what to give the build things to. Okay, so like I was saying, Massimo doesn't exactly feel like a liability, but he's definitely going to miss a lot. Now that being said, he is our first physical attacker. Oh god. Tri-Puffer also goes berserk. Oh no! Oh, that hurts. But his unique Force Metal does allow him to do counterattacks against physical attacks. I feel like I said the word attack too many times there, but while it did miss back there, it is very useful normally. So he has an active counter on him with his Force Metal, though considering your limited usage, that might not be the best use of it. Though it's kind of an all-in-one incredibly useful thing. So, it probably will stay on. Massimo Guard is very good. But yeah, he's our first physical attacker. Hopefully his hit rate will go up very quickly. Like, right here perhaps. Perhaps, Security Guard B will be a pretty tough fight. So maybe we're gonna want him to actually hit things. Alright, well, Security Guard B is staunchly anti-foe. But wouldn't you know it, so am I. I don't like foes either. So yeah, we've got a pretty solid mini-boss right here. We've got a whole party, really. We've got one big guy and 2 little guys. I'd suggest taking out the little guys first. We're gonna take a little while to destroy the monkey. That's actually pretty solid. Can I get another one of those? Yes, I can. I can get a Death House. Nice. Unfortunately, this is a mini-boss, so that didn't kill everybody. They're a little too strong for that. And still didn't quite get them. So I am spreading out damage a little bit, and that can actually be pretty helpful. Oh god. Yeah, that's another reason you want to kill those guys first, so the ape shall have fewer things to buff. Now, you might think, hey, that's a good reason to go after the ape first, and, you know, fair enough, but as you might have noticed, he's a little stronger than the other guys, though not by too much. Ow. Alright, cool, there's counter 2. Also, that was a shot type, wasn't it? So, whoops, I guess it is a, all counter then. Like I was saying earlier, you can spread damage out, you can multi-target attack, and if multiple enemies hit their HP limit, then you can actually take out multiple enemies with Final Strike. Oof. Okay, just tough it out till the end. Oh, he just blew up. We didn't even get to final strike him. Oh well. But yeah, you should level up off that, right? Yes, cool. So that's full heal. So yeah, Massimo's already pretty close to us in level. Alright, friends are this way. I don't see which way you pointed. You care about your friends in much the same way Ale would. I miss you so much, Ale. Alright, let's go find some friends. Right, so got this door right here. It's locked. So we need a prison ID. So we've got a save point here. And we've got a door that we can take, and a fight. Alright, hey! How's it going, Matar? You will be the central point of me shooting all of you in the face. Also, Matul. I'd say I've got Mega Man Battle Network on the mind, except I technically don't.
Need more power.
Like, I've been playing Star Force, but I'm pretty sure they're not even Matars in that one. I think they're a slightly different name. Well, I mean, that's more of a childhood thing, though. Battle Network was one of the first Mega Man games I played, so Matar kinda sticks in my head more than Matul. Even though that's the proper name for them before they're digital programs, or in a different dimension from when they're digital programs. Anyway! More monkeys, oh no. And this time there's 3 of them. Alright, so we still don't really have the ability to boost our own speed. There's not really much we have to do here. So yeah, I don't really need to heal right here. Hopefully they aim for Spider overall. But yeah, since I don't need to heal, it should be fine to use this. Come on, Death House. Damn. I know it's not gonna kill them in one hit or anything, but actually that 2-pair was better there. Well, I mean, to be fair, he's also, in hyper mode, so yeah, that's a stat boost. Speed's lower, strength is higher. So maybe Death House would've killed him at this point, I don't know. Look, I don't know HP values off the top of my head, I cannot immediately recall that, and hell yeah! Thank you for justifying my use of Trickster. You immediately went for the guy who... Oh, does he dodge? I don't think he actually dodges, like, elemental attacks. I think it's only physical ones. So, anytime somebody tries to magic you, then I don't think you auto-dodge that at the start. Right, well, these guys do look pretty tough, but thankfully they're actually going down pretty easily. Maybe I should have gone for this guy first in the previous fight? I mean, he is the buffing guy. I mean, he can hit hard too, though. He's actually pretty good all around, and speaking of pretty good all around, speed +3. Yeah, so, that's 2 better than any of the force medals we currently have. So, yeah, you want to equip that if you like speed. Okay, so, on one hand, we can't, like, use a move to change turn order or anything, but you can definitely give yourself a leg up on turn order if you equip speed +3. That's not a bad one to have. Alright, well, time to rescue this guy right here. Hello, friend. From Resistance? Oh no, he was a fake! Ah, we've been fooled. It's just one guy, though. It's just one guy, and he did come out firing. But it's one guy. I don't even think I'm gonna get to final strike you. No. Which kinda sucks. It's not the biggest deal if you don't final strike someone, but it's a little sad when you don't, you know?
Final Strike is such a simple mechanic, and it's not even strictly necessary. Like, you can ignore it, and you'll probably finish the game no problem. Like, you'll just have to do a little more damage to the enemy. But there's just something undeniably fun about... Hey, we got this guy low enough on health. Okay, everybody get his ass. And then everybody gets his ass. And then the ass is gotten. That's also probably the reason why they didn't fake Shadow being in the party. A, that would be a lot of effort for a guy who's gonna be there for 2 seconds, and, you know, for Zero you want to make it believable. Because, you know, you wouldn't think that Zero would die forever, right at the start of a Mega Man X game, but, they do make sure that you think he's gonna be there before pulling him away. Shadow, on the other hand, different story. We don't really want to bother, making a player stat sheet for him. We don't want to give him cool fake abilities. I mean, will we have to fight him later? Probably. He is on Epsilon's side, and we haven't heard of him getting any sort of promotions, but I'm sure he's doing fine wherever he is on account of us not exactly doing anything to him. Didn't really land a scratch on anybody on top of that tower, did we? Task failed successfully. But anyway, yeah, I completely interrupted myself saying, yeah, Final Strike is just neat. You get to get some guy's ass by, you know, pressing a button, and then just button mashing them to death, and everybody just charges in and just cleans house. It's great. Okay, so that's another set of prisoners freed, and you better be real resistance. Ah, darn it. That's another question mark.
Thank goodness. Thanks to you, that is!
Oh, no problem, you're welcome.
You fell into a trap.
Oh, okay. Well, you didn't even get the first shot this time. Okay, there we go, SOS. And there he is, it's Doberman. It's cause they're dogs, you see. They're all the way from the classic series, but they've just been turned into, I don't know, battle droids or whatever. So yeah, they can summon more guys. You cannot ignore that about them. It's a bit of a pain, but thanks to the fact that Massimo is able to charge with his sub-weapon, we go start with that one. And I also put one on X. He can do a ton of damage. So yeah, like I was saying, Massimo is already kind of a powerhouse. We've only needed to give him a handful of fights, and he's pretty ready for things. Not the most accurate still, which kinda sucks, but he'll get better, and when he does hit, he makes it count.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry I tried to kill you.
Steal something or other. Huh. Dang, looks like, Massimo here has competition when it comes to his title. You can be Iron Massimo now. You can be Steel Massimo again when you level up a bit. Or who knows, maybe this other Steel something or other is actually named Barry. Alright, we're also hearing more about Silverhorn. POWs do not seem fond of him. They seem a little scared. Oh, darn it. Well, I mean, I'm showing this fight, so what's up? Who's dangerous? Oh, this guy rules. Okay, so I believe this is D-Rex, who we're fighting now. So, he only appears alone, which, you know, kinda tells you this is the powerhouse enemy. He's gonna take a lot to take down. Oh, please tell me he does use my favorite attack in this fight. I'm pretty sure he does. Oh wow, D-Shark got his jaw broken. Okay, Massimo, clearly you are very strong. You broke this poor guy's jaw. Ow. Oh, nope, that disproves that. See, the nice thing is, since it does disprove what I say earlier in the episode, I can just fess up to it now and I don't have to add that in editing.
I don't have to put the text in Caden Live. I can just wait for time to prove me wrong. But yeah, I do hope he uses my favorite attack. He's got a really good one, but as you can see from the bar, he is really starting to lose a lot of his HP. Either the bar and the, Oh, there we go! Mini Shark! There it goes! He can send more than one, by the way. It probably does a difference in damage, but mostly it's just really funny to see those little guys hopping across the screen. So obviously it's even funnier when there's just a bunch of them. Alright, smash him. But yeah, the bar in the turn order is one thing. But you can also tell how close you are from the meter that appears for Final Strike as well. The faster it goes down, the more it goes down in a single attack, the better. Alright, now X is on par with Spider. Even though I feel like he's better, but whatever, it's fine. Please defeat Silverhorn. Nobody likes him. He destroyed our comrades. Alright. I mean, we're gonna beat him up anyway, but we'll beat him up more now. Alright, Jack of Hearts, there we go. There's another spider weapon. Alright, so what's this one do? Anything fancy? Alright, Final Blow boosts EXP. Hey, that's actually pretty good. So we can get more experience, as long as we save up weapon energy. And, kill somebody with Spider. Cool. Now the question is, will that happen? To be honest, probably not. Like, Massimo and X are both pretty hefty damage dealers. Not a lot can really compete with them on that front. Alright, so, save in this slot, and let's move on to this door over here, because we found the key a little while back. And now we go even deeper into the camp. Jeez, I can't believe Tiana Camp's huge. Who let it be this big, damn it? Alright, we need a Tiana key this time. Chances are that's probably not it, because, you know, that's tank energy, you can tell because it's yellow. And, we'll end this off on a cutscene now.
Anything to report?
Well, I'm waiting.
No, Master.
I trust that you understand. If you try anything funny, the POWs will be turned into scrap.
I understand, Master Silverhorn.
Alright, now you keep playing Marvel vs. Capcom 2 on that thing. I see you haven't chosen characters. I hope the game hasn't locked up. That would be a pain.